is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that. And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Irving. He's got 9. Here's Thompson. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Here's Beverly. He has 5. It's Ariza on the wing. Back to Beverly. Wide open. And it's Houston with another.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. Ariza. And that one hits back iron.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Harden, that's good. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Smith kicks to Love. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
For the Rockets, Capella's checked in, and it's Brewer in for James Harden. And Beverly kicks to Capella. Beverly the pass to Brewer. The feed now to Capella. Clock at 6. Pass to Brewer. Plenty of space. And he nails the jumper. Brewer's got 6.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Right wing. The screen from Thompson. Stolen by Beverly. .156 left to play here in the third. They get it again. Here's Howard. Good D by Love.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And there's the call on Howard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. Then for the Cavaliers, Channing Frye's checked in for Love. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Irving. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
All right, Houston, coming out of the corner, your own Rockets power dancer. Give it up!
Jason Terry, he's checked in for the Rockets. Harden comes in for Patrick Beverly. 1:07 left in the third. Here's Dellavedova, guarded by Harden. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
First personal foul.
Statistically speaking, let's see where the Rockets sit right now. First in steals, second in fast break points. And what a job they've done converting turnovers into points. I mean, they're second on the list in that category league-wide.
And you mentioned their steals. I mean, it's great defensive anticipation that has them at the top of the rankings. They've been tremendous at reading the offense and getting into those passing lanes.
Timeout called Cleveland.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Houston. Then for the Cavaliers, James comes in for Smith, and Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And here are the Rockets. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Ariza. Good on the triple.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
To the middle. Here's Thompson. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella is all about power and force. Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Kicks it out to Terry. Houston moving it around. The pass to Harden. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Harden's got 8 here in the quarter.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up. And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
On the wing, Jason Terry. With the shot. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Shumpert, no good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Rockets lead by 11. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Beasley out there with Howard. And it's Beverly in at point guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
And that's not the way for a team to get back into a game, giving up open shots like that.
LeBron with it. And it's Howard picking him up. And stolen by Howard. Here's Harden. It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not
Is it?
probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys.
Holy
That's
smokes.
one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
Left side, Irving. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
Houston ball.
Not doing them any favors with those kinds of errors.
Especially now, Greg, with every possession being so crucial.
Here's Beverly. Kicks it out to Harden. He dishes it to Howard. Harden outside. Here's Beverly. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
Patrick Beverly. At the line for 2.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Irving. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. The 3. Ariza no luck.
Well, you know, they're in the lead.
Oh, look out, and then you throw up stuff like that. And you go, oh my, how does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
Oh, my goodness.
Get out of here, Houston!
Now a timeout called by Houston.
All right, Houston, coming out of the court on your own. Rockets power dancer. Give it up.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Houston leading by 16. Harden draws the double. Ariza, right side. Inside. Here's Beasley.
Did not need 2 hands for that slam.
You know, he can save the other hand for the next time.
One will do
Yeah.
just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Beverly with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Ariza with the bucket.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
On its way from Irving for 2. Thompson. And it's sent back by Howard. Harden dishes to Howard. Passes it to Ariza. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Ariza's got 11 points here in just the second half. And the Cavaliers call time here.
All right, Houston, coming out of the court on
Well, this is nothing new. There is some debate on how successful max contracts have been in the NBA. A lot of players have demanded max contract money, but haven't lived up to the pay. And in my opinion, there are only about 15 guys worthy of max contracts in the league in any given year.
Well, we were talking about max contracts. There are arguments to their benefits. Commissioner Adam Silver said last year that he feels they help with parity. What do you think?
You know, for the most part, I do believe he's correct. I mean, they do help with parity. For guys like LeBron and Durant, let's face it, the big max contract can be a hindrance. They're probably considered to be worth far more than they're paid. But it's going to be something that is debated back and forth throughout the next negotiations for the CBA.
And Beverly kicks to Ariza.
DJ Khaled, Convict Music, we the best. Yeah, we taking over. Listen,
spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on to North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia. From down in Miami, where it's warm in the winter. On up to Minnesota, where it's storm in the winter. Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Memphis, 10, holla at me. B&H-Town, Southside, Cloverland, Daddy, I'm the man out in Dallas. Better ask Cali. Catman Cali with my eyes open valley. Blowing and spinning, going down Vinny. Drop 6, 4, 3, wheel here switching. Red light stop, make it drop for the with it. Anything you hear that I said, I meant it. Can't got the crown, then spit out with it. Say you need, I said I get it.